A child, after being conceived and now nurtured in the womb of their mother, absorbs the environment of the mother. If the mother is stressed, the baby will be stressed as cortisol flows to the infant. As infants, we have needs, and once we're born, we come with full rights into this world as being part of the human family. When our environment fails us, for example, caregivers do not attune to us enough times in a consistent manner, or we are being abused, neglected, and/or abandoned, then our nervous system protects us. The nervous system is designed to do whatever it can to protect our life and survive the environment we're growing up in. If the caregivers are addicts and there's emotional deprivation, then we learn to not be interdependent on people. We will learn we have to take care of ourselves on our own, that only we can meet our needs, leaving us with a relational wound. If the caregivers physically abuse us, then we learn that people are unsafe and that at any time they can become violent. If we are sexually abused, then we learn that our bodies do not have the right to take space, that our boundaries are a threat to others, and that we cannot trust our own bodies, what Peter Levine describes as the sacred wound. In all these cases and many others, we learn conditional love, that we have to trade in authenticity for attachment, and that it's not safe to be our whole selves and that we need to dissociate in order to survive our environment. Once we mature and enter adulthood, we keep ways of relating in a subconscious manner such that we end up repeating our trauma. Perhaps it's the same through reenactment, or perhaps it's different through choosing the other extreme. If we had narcissist caregivers, we may suffer from self-doubt. We may be swept away from our feet by someone who presents as being confident, who goes out of their way to give us affection in our love language, and who seems an all-perfect person, flawless in their presentation. This is until we come to learn of their true character. Once the mask falls off, we'll be treated with a denial of our own reality. When we see that they want us all for themselves and belittle our friends, telling us stories that our friends are hurting our relationship with them, we'll slowly feel more and more isolated. And when we try to put up boundaries, we're gaslit into thinking it's our fault and that we are not good enough. Once the love bombing phase ends, we are pulled into a cycle of a deepening trauma bond. We regulate ourselves through what we enjoy, and suddenly they'll take a shot at us. If we remain calm, they'll escalate. They'll keep probing at us until we lose our temper, and once we do, if they are not malignant, they'll throw the fault at us for having lost our temper. See, look at how you're reacting. How can you be like this? They regulate their deep sense of shame by twisting the reality into making us the bad guy. They cannot stand looking into the mirror, telling themselves they are the best in the world, yet feeling subconsciously like the worst piece of a human being on the planet. Once they keep dysregulating our nervous system by making our nervous system neuroceptive threat and flood our bodies with cortisol, the cycle begins to go faster and faster and we get short-fused. We start snapping at people. Narcissists who lack empathy, us being fooled by their cognitive empathy, especially the malignant ones who take pleasure in harming us, which is where psychopathy surfaces, rewire our nervous systems into feeling shame for being who we are. We have this wound from our childhood. We think we are entering a relationship with someone healthy just to end up recreating our trauma. If this sounds like you, know that it's normal for our bodies to repeat what they think is safe. It's old programming that got wired in our most vulnerable years. Like any programming, it can be changed. To this extent, there are various trauma therapy modalities out there. You'll have to research and see which one resonates with you. Some of the trauma modalities are NARM, or Neuroaffective Relational Model, Somatic Experiencing, Sensory Motor Psychotherapy, EMDR, Brain Spotting, IFS. And you might want to do an adjunct treatment such as neurofeedback, yoga for trauma, martial arts, qigong, tai chi, psychodrama, etc. Healing is possible. It starts with creating safety for our nervous system and getting the help that we need. Well, that's all I have for today. Please like, comment, share and subscribe. Thank you for listening and I wish you to be well.